Shit. Yo, what is going on, YouTube? So today but we're gonna be doing a different kind of video today. But since I made my first video, I said that I didn't know if I was gonna want to go through it or not. I feel like I should definitely keep doing this. So I feel like it's something that I kind of want to do. And don't mind me, but I gotta shave. I know. Leave me alone, bro. Leave me alone. But today's video is going to be different from the last one. We are going to be discussing the 5 things that I love and then 5 things that I hate about my car. Now, I don't really hate my car like that much. There's not really anything like too terribly bad. Oh my God, it's time for a haircut though, I'll tell you that. But there's nothing that I really like hate about my car. There's like a little bit of stuff that, I feel like could be a little bit better. But yeah, no, there's not really that much. There's just kind of little stuff that I've noticed since I've been, driving the car and stuff. I've had the car for a little over a year now that I've been driving it, like by myself and stuff. Like my mom, had my car and then she gave me hers. But there's just a few stuff that I feel like if I was going to build a car, what I would do. So the first thing that I hate about, well, not really hate, but wish that this car had was a remote start. I feel like, even though the car is a 2015, I feel like they definitely could have added, push to start, or not push to start, but I feel like they definitely could have added remote start, which you can actually buy something, a remote start, but I just haven't really bought it yet because it's kind of pricey for what it is. I think it was like $250, just to have remote start in your car. And, I'm not saying it's something that I gotta have, but I think it is something that if I were to build a car, then I definitely would have added this feature in, which I don't even think the new ones have the push to start. So the second thing that I feel that they could have added or made a little bit better actually is going to be the interior. I'm not saying that the interior is necessarily bad, but it's just super plain. Like, you got the Mercedes that has all these lights and all that. And then if we close the door, whenever it's dark in here, there's really no lighting. Like I feel like they could have added some ambient light through here. They could have done something maybe a little bit up here, but really there's nothing else other than your regular roof lights. But yeah, this one I'm not gonna really talk about too much just because it just needs more lighting, which I'm not saying that you can't buy ambient lighting for the inside. So another thing that I hate about my car is that it's a V6. No, I'm just kidding. But I do wish that, they would have made something a little bit better. Because, they have the IS 500, which is going to be like the new, the newer year model. But I feel like they should have definitely added something with like a little bit bigger motor, or maybe like a IS 350 with a turbo or something like that. Because as y'all know, my car is a IS 350 F Sport, as you see here, which I'm actually going to debadge this and the F Sport logo soon, and then this the L logo. I think I'm going to probably get a carbon fiber. I'm not really sure because I like how the car kind of sits now, because it has the chrome wheels and then it's got like the chrome parts like that, which I'm thinking about still dechroming that stuff and just kind of doing black all around, but I'm not really sure just yet. Now this is something that I have already fixed, but one thing that I wish that they would have done specifically for this car, I'm not even sure if the new ones do this just yet or not. But the main reason why I got these new check marks is going to be because you can have the turn signals on, and it's like a sequential, which I'll go ahead and show y'all right here what I mean by that. So if we go up here, you see they have the little sequential thing. With the ones that it comes factory, they actually don't do that. They don't have any sort of turn signal or anything like that, which it is just a plus. It is just a plus that I can change the color with these on my phone. But yeah, I wish that when they first made these cars that they added this, because on my mom's RCF, it actually does that where it'll shine the light, and then once you put your turn signal on, the light will actually go away, and then it'll show the turn signal. So I'm not sure if I'm at 4 or 5, but we're just gonna say that this is 4 because I'm pretty sure it is. Now, for the 4th thing, I wish that they would have added, or not really added, but I wish that they would have made a different like package thing. So obviously you have I'm not even sure if you can get an IS350 in the non-F Sport. I'm not even sure, honestly. I think it's just the IS300, but the non-F Sports, the only thing that is different about these cars is the grill. So the grill on the non-F Sports, they're just little lines. With the F Sport, you get this. But even though if you have an F Sport or not, you can still put the F Sport grill on your non-F Sport car. Which, what I mean by that is these are not any bigger. These are not any, they're not different sizes. They're not different. There's nothing different. Literally, the only thing that is different is the way that it looks. Even the L emblem is going to be in the same spot. I wish that they would have, made like maybe this, maybe make this black, make the front up here, this part right here, maybe make this black, and maybe do some interior mods for you, because as you know, I'm pretty sure it's BMW. They have different packages and stuff. There's a car that just went by, but I think BMW, I'm pretty sure that they have different packages and stuff, and it kind of just, I don't know, it makes the car look a little bit better. But with the Lexus, the IS models, they didn't really do anything with them, so it was kind of just, you got an F Sport. If you didn't get an F Sport, then you just don't have one. Now, the 5th thing, this isn't going to be just for the IS. This is actually going to be just for really any Lexus at all. I wish what they would have done is, well, I'll actually just show y'all. I wish that they would have added Apple CarPlay. So, I got to fix this today. This is something I got to fix, but I wish that they would have added Apple CarPlay, because the reason why I say this is the Lexus radio is very, very outdated, and I'll show you what I mean. Let me go grab my keys real quick. So we got my keys, and then if we turn this on, right, like all this is fine. Like I think that that's pretty neat. And then another thing is to get this to go away. This should be an option on your settings that you can just get this to go away, because you have to sit here for like 25 minutes waiting for it. Now, you see like all this is just very, very outdated. And then if we go to like here, the menu, I mean, the menu is just very, very basic. I mean, you got your radio, climate, and stuff like that, which climate doesn't even need to be a thing, because you can control your climate literally right here. So there's really no point. But like, it's just, all this stuff is just very, very, very boring. And you can't like do anything with the background or anything like that. It's just, everything is the only thing that you can really do is just change the contrast, change the brightness, and that's about it. Now, 5 things that I love about my car. Five things that I love is that they added the red interior for the car. I feel like if they would have just had the traditional, white, black, and tan, that it just would have been very, very basic for these cars. So I'm super, super glad that they actually added the red interior. But I think it makes it pop a little bit more than if you just had like a regular black interior. Which I'm not hating on black interior and all that stuff, but I feel like the red especially if you have a white car, even a black car as well, the red interior just looks amazing. Now, for the second thing that I love about my car, I love how they made the car. The car it looks so good. The body lines on this car are just perfect. You can't really complain. At the back seats, my seat is reclined back really far, but you have room back here. You definitely have room up here. It's a very spacious car, I guess if you could say. It has a lot of room, and considering that I'm not saying that my car is fast, but it's not slow. I've not throwing shots here, but I've beat V6 Camaros, EcoBoost, G35, 350, Zs, all that stuff. But the way that this car looks, it just looks so good, and it kind of looks sporty whenever you lower it, in my opinion. I found that out whenever I lowered my car, that I don't know, it makes the car look so much better. All right, so I wasn't able to kind of finish the 5 things that I love and hate about my car, because I ended up having to go to baseball practice. But I think I'm at like the 3rd or 4th thing. We're just gonna go with the 4th thing on this. But the 4th thing has got to be the ride quality of these cars. The ride quality is it's amazing. I've lowered the car. I did RSR downs, which it's not anything like too low. But in my opinion, it's like, I don't know. In my opinion, I think it's low enough. Which also I live on a daggum hill. So if y'all are from TikTok, I think I posted a video on TikTok, and you can kind of tell that my house sits on a hill. And the driveway is literally like this, so but I'm not able to really lower my car that much, and I can't park it on the side because I live in a neighborhood, so, and we can't have cars parked. But another thing that I love about my car, I might keep going with things that I kind of love about my car, because there's a lot of stuff that I do love about my car, but another thing has got to be how simple the interior of the car is. All your controls and stuff, they're all right here, like the climate and all that. You literally just slide this up and down. I know that I kind of talk crap about the radio, and I hate the layout of the radio, but I love how simple it is. And the interior is a very simple design. You don't have anything on the back of the steering wheel or anything like that. Everything is right. Oh, sorry, I just ate and I'm hiccuping a lot. But everything is right on your steering wheel, which in my opinion, I love that it's like that. And another thing that I honestly think is pretty cool about my car. Let's not run off the road there, but waiting for this RV to move. Oh my God, bro, are you serious? Oh my God, I forgot about these railroad tracks. But another thing that I do love about these cars is when you press this button right here, it actually slides the thing over, and you can actually you can navigate through all this stuff, which is really neat. Which actually all that stuff, you can use the down and up arrows, and that stuff will will actually pop up on your, I don't know if y'all can really see that, but you see it'll pop up right there. And my plan was today before I went to practice was to take off the front right tire, because I think I have like a nail or something in there, even though these tires are literally brand new. Like I just put these tires on, but as you can see, we're running 31 PSI in the front right, which in my opinion, that's a little too low for me. I like to kind of keep mine around 35 to 38. But yeah, in my opinion, it's just a little too low. But if y'all don't really know everything that is done in my car, which I'll kind of go over that with y'all too, because I haven't really talked about everything that's done with my car. Obviously I, told y'all about, it's got wheels and stuff like that. But it's got Conte KMPs, the polished wheels. I was thinking about going with the gunmetal, but the wheels stock on this car are gunmetal, and I just don't really like. I feel like it would be, kind of like the same thing if I did the gunmetal. Like I wouldn't really, obviously I would have a difference, but like, I mean, you would be able to see a difference, but when I'm driving and stuff, I feel like you wouldn't really tell. So I just decided to go with the polished and then the chrome lip on the outside. And also the wheels that I have now, the Conce's, they are actually much lighter than the stock wheels that I had on here. The stock wheels, I don't know how much exactly they weighed, but I do know that they weighed quite a bit. I don't know the exact numbers of that, but they weighed a lot. So when I actually put and also I did kind of need an alignment on my car, because when I lowered my car, I didn't get an alignment, and the main reason why I had to get 2 new front tires is because the alignment actually wore down the inside part of my wheels, or not my wheels, my inside part of the tires that I put on, or that I had on. But yeah, they have Conte KMPs. It's lowered on RSR down springs, and honestly, I've had a bunch of people come up to me and ask, like, what did I lower the car with? I've had some people on TikTok, ask me, what the car was lowered with and all that. And my plan was gonna be coilovers, just because it was much easier, or it would be much easier to do a new set of coilovers instead of doing the lowering springs, which I found out I should have just went with coilovers. But with the lowering springs, if you don't go too low with lowering springs, they actually ride amazing. A bunch of people say that, some of the like quality and stuff like that, I mean, it's just, or not the quality, but like the ride quality itself is, kind of ass. So I feel like if you don't go stupid low, and if I did go stupid low, I would definitely go with coils, or maybe even bags. I was thinking, my end goal is, after I graduate high school, is to actually bag my car. Either that, or maybe even throw a supercharger on it, or a pro charger, which honestly I think would be very, very cool if I had a pro charged Lexus IS350. But yeah, I put oh my god, what's the name of the exhaust I put on? I did a Remark Axleback exhaust, which, I'm gonna be completely honest with you, I love the way that it sounds, honestly, but I kind of want it to be a little bit louder. I don't really care for how quiet it is. I mean, it's not necessarily quiet, but it's whenever you get on low whenever you get to high RPM, it kind of like, I don't know, it's very, very weird. Like the drone of the car is pretty loud. which in my opinion, I want my car to have drone because I like to hear my car. But the high pitch, I think it's right after once you get past 4,000 RPMs, the car gets significantly quieter. And I don't know, if I throw a mid-pipe on, which I think I probably will end up doing that, it'll make it much louder in the high end. And so, but if you're, thinking like, I want to have an exhaust on my car, I want people to be able to hear it, but I don't want it to be stupid loud, in my opinion, I would go with Remark. Like I start my car every morning before school, which is like 7 a.m. Nobody complains about how loud my car is. Obviously the cold start is pretty loud, I'm not gonna lie, but whenever it idles down, it's so quiet, and it's in my opinion, I love it. So I think I'm gonna change that up and throw a mid pipe on, and then do a tune. I think I want to do a pop tune, but I'm not really sure. If y'all have any suggestions on like, the pop tune and stuff like that, and how bad the gas mileage would go down, like, please let me know, because I'm not, I don't really know anything about like pop tunes and stuff like that. Contact this light is just refusing to turn green. There we go. But yeah, I don't really know if it will, lower my gas mileage. Please let me know, because my gas mileage as of right now is already bad enough. I cannot see the fucking, okay. My gas mileage is already bad enough right now. I think I get, let's see, 13.9 miles to the gallon, so basically 14, which is absolutely terrible. I should be getting somewhere around like at least 18 to 19, and I'm getting 13. So, yeah. Anyways, I'm getting off track. So it's got wheels lowered. I've exhaust. It's got tint. It's 20% ceramic all the way around. Except for the windshield. The windshield is not tinted yet, and that is something that's going to be done very soon. I'm debating on whether I go with 50 or if I go with 35, because it's like illegal in Georgia to have your windshield tinted, and I don't really care, so I'll probably end up doing 35. I just don't want it to be too dark where I can't really see at nighttime, because that would suck. If we go down here, I put obviously I put like LED lights, which this one over here, actually I have no idea where that one over there is, but that one fell because people like to keep kicking it. But I gotta find a better spot for it, because it just keeps coming off, and it's actually so annoying. Let's see, and I also have the RGB daytime running lights, which was, in my opinion, that is like the best purchase I think I've ever bought. Obviously I love my wheels, and I love everything that I've done to my car, actually. But I feel like the new daytime running lights was like my best purchase, only because the sequential turn signal, so people can see it a lot better, especially when it's nighttime. Obviously, like, it's a little bit brighter, but it's not going to make it where you can see the road any better, because the headlights just like overpower it. So yeah, and then I've added smoke mirror turn signals, and those are also sequential. Those look absolutely amazing. I love how they look, especially whenever it's nighttime, because daytime, it looks fine, but it doesn't really reflect as much, or not like reflect, but it doesn't really like show like the whole entire thing like it does whenever it's at nighttime. But yeah, no, that was by far one of the best purchases, and that is also only, I think it was like $40 or something like that on Amazon, which is super cheap. let's see, what else? Oh, there's a fucking pothole. Not really a pothole, but like I don't know what it's called. And then, so I didn't buy it, my dad bought it. He bought it for my car and my mom's RCF. But he bought me and mom a light that shines down on the floor whenever you open your door. And mine says F Sport on it, and then hers just has an F, and it has like a little red ring, or not like ring, but like red outline around the F. Mine is red, and then mom's is blue, which I'll show you guys what I'm talking about whenever I get to my house, because I'm about to be there now. And then dad also had his cars lowered on lowering springs as well. I think I need to move over just a little bit more. Oh yeah. Dad's car is lowered on lowering springs as well. We were kind of scared that when I did lowering springs on my car, that I wasn't going to be able to get into the driveway without my front bumper coming off. And that's what the door thing looks like. I'll show you what mom's looks like. Then that is what mom's looks like. So they are different, but I don't know, it looks better in my opinion. So I guess we can kind of talk a little bit about mom's car. So mom has a 2015 Lexus RCF. Here's the old wheels. There's really nothing done to it, honestly. It does have new wheels on it, which I actually don't even know what kind of wheels these are. I don't know the brand, but they are on there. And these are actually 20-inch wheels, so no, her car is not lowered at all. And then it also has an NVIDIA catback as well, and a cold air intake. So nothing insane. And then if we come over to dad's Camaro, which the hood is actually popped, so I'll show y'all guys what it looks like underneath the hood. So this is what dad's motor looks like, which the only thing that y'all guys can actually see is the cold air intake. And then hold on, so the camera on my phone wouldn't actually work, so I guess we'll just use an actual flashlight. But if we look down in here, you can see, well, actually you can't. I mean, you can kind of. It does have long tube headers on it. So hold on, let me put this back real quick. But anyways, so he's got a cold air intake, long tube headers. It's tuned, cammed. I don't really know everything about it. It is lowered on whatever odd springs. I have no idea. And then he said that he might be getting a Corsa exhaust on it. So that thing would sound absolutely stupid. And so everything from the car, cam wise, is done by Vengeance Racing. And so he's actually going to take the car over there, and then he should be getting ported heads as well. So yeah, it's going to be pretty sick. But yep, this is our little lineup that we got going on. We got the Camaro. It's a 1LE package, by the way. Mom's RCF, and then my IS350. So yeah, I don't really know what else to talk about, so this will probably just be the end of the video. I figured I would just do like a little video for y'all. 5 things that I hate, 5 things that I love. Well, honestly, we did about like 6 or 7. And then little, tour of all of our cars. So it's probably gonna wrap up the video here. So I will see y'all guys in the next one. Peace.